I am very happy to invite Luay Ahmed to share his really, truly incredible story. Luay, journalist and content creator from Yemen, currently living in Tel Aviv. Please, welcome.
Hello, Cam. This is Luay Ahmed. I am a journalist and content creator from Yemen. I am recording this to you today on the 20th of November, and the 20th of November for me is a very special day because it has been exactly 1 year since I visited Israel for the very first time. And now, 1 year later, I have moved to Israel. It's a very long story, and I honestly don't even know where to begin. So I was born and raised in Yemen, Sana'a, and for 20 years I learned to hate Jewish people. I learned to hate freedom. In schools and mosques, I was taught the most extreme version of Islam, which is Islamism. And in that, I learned to exclude everything and anything that did not fall in line with Islam and what my imams were telling me. And one of those things were the Jewish people. Religiously, I learned that the Jewish people were evil, that they tried to kill Prophet Muhammad, that they were turned into apes by Allah because they were so conniving and wanted to destroy Islam. So I grew up with all this hatred towards Jewish people. And in school, we used to burn the Israeli flag, and we used to, in the school assembly, we used to chant against Israel. And in mosques, I learned to repeat after my imam that may God kill the Jews, may God kill the Zionists. And the justification behind all of this was the Jewish people being evil, rude, mean, and controlling the world. I used to even watch documentaries with my friends, with my Arab friends. One documentary was The Arrivals, which tries to make it seem like every problem in the world, the pharmaceutical industry, Hollywood, the economic system, the banking system, every single thing in the world is controlled and driven by and controlled by the Jews. And that is why the world is so messed up today. And I believed all of these things. So when I turned 20, I moved to Sweden. I fled to Sweden as a refugee, as a homosexual refugee. And the scary thing, or the sad part, is that in the same schools, in the same mosques, and in the same places, I learned that I, as a homosexual, should also be killed. And I questioned that. I questioned it, like, why would God, why would Islam want to kill me as a gay person? That did not make any sense to me. But when it came to the Jews, when it came to Israel, I completely bought into hatred against the Jewish people. But I could not reflect on the same hatred that was taught towards me. I did not do anything wrong as a gay person. I only existed, and that was a problem. And I could not understand that it was the same thing with the Israelis and Jews. Them just existing was a problem for radical Islam and Islamists. So when October 7 happened and I saw the footages, and I had already met Jews and Israelis in Sweden and became friends with a few Jews and Israelis, when October 7 happened, I was not able to dehumanize Israelis and Israel and say they deserved it, because now I know Israelis, I know Jews, I know they're incredible people, I know they're human beings. That is the most messed up part, is that I started saying, wait, I know that Jews are human beings now, which is so completely insane that I lived my entire life not believing that Jewish people are human beings. It's absolutely insane to me that my mosques and schools were able to brainwash me into believing that. And when October 7 happened, and I saw all the footages and I saw my family and friends celebrating it, it turned something in my brain. It changed my whole perspective on the deep hatred and anti-Semitic worldview that we have, that we blame everything on the Jews, and the Jews control everything, and the creation of Israel is the destruction of the Middle East. All of these things, I started to view them, it's kind of like when I realized I was gay, I was like, wait, there's something wrong, intrinsically wrong with the teachings about the Quran and Islam and all of that. And when October 7th happened and I saw the justifications that were happening in front of me, something also clicked, and I realized, wait, the Jews are exactly like me. They want to kill the Jews. They want to genocide the Jews just for being Jewish. Just like they want to kill me just for being gay. And on the 20th of November 2023, I decided to visit Israel. And here I am. I moved to Israel. That's how much I fell in love with the country. I made so many friends. I love everything about, not everything, but I love most things about the culture. I feel more, as an Arab Muslim, I feel more home here than I ever felt like I was at home in Sweden or in Austria or even in Yemen. Because in Yemen, they wanted to kill me for being gay. They did not accept me for being a free thinker. So that's why I eventually decided to move to Israel and come here and be myself here and enjoy the culture and get to know more Jews and get to become friends with more Jewish people and Israelis. And I also found out that the 4 or 5 Jews and Israelis that I met were in Sweden are a good representation of Israel, in the fact that they're all so funny and kind and intelligent and warm and loving and accepting. And I have not had a single bad interaction with an Israeli or a Jew in Israel until now. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for all the hatred and IDF soldiers just punching me and stuff, but it's not happening. And it's also crazy to me that I came here throughout the most traumatic time, which was after October 7, and I still find the country to be resilient and strong and beautiful and endearing. And I have just completely fell in love with Israel and the Jewish community in the past year.